Hi, series recapped here. Today, I'm going to explain episodes 6 to 10 of an Australian sci-fi series called The Unlisted. Spoilers ahead, watch out, and take care. One of the enlisted kids who have been running from the agents is a girl named Kamara. She is a gamer with a couple of thousand followers, but hasn't been able to post on social media for the past week. One morning, Kamara steals a phone from a street performer and shoots a video before posting it online. While at first glance the video seems normal, but it actually has a secret message that she hopes other unlisted kids will understand. But Kamara makes a mistake when she forgets her bag under a bench before returning to the tunnel. In school, the Sharma brothers talk about how Tim has changed completely since he returned after disappearing for a week. Suddenly, the listed students are controlled and made to sit upright. They all say a phrase in Chinese before being brought back to normal. Miss Biggs introduces them to a Chinese exchange student, Zhao. He has been brought to Sydney by the Infinity Group under the Global Child Initiative program. Zhao asks them mathematical questions in Mandarin, which all the kids answer correctly, except Dru. It's surprising because Dru used to be the best in foreign languages out of everyone in the class. After school, the brothers follow the janitor to the storeroom. Since every computer in school is alarmed, Dru plans to hack the smart vacuum cleaner to break into the school's database. He is able to hack it and finds out that the implants recently had a language update, which explains how the entire class knew Mandarin out of the blue. Suddenly, Zhao enters the storeroom and almost catches the guys in the act. They push him into a dumpster before running away without being caught. Meanwhile, in the hideout, Jacob finds out that Kamara left her bag outside on the streets. It wouldn't have mattered if it contained just food and clothes, but since it also had a walkie-talkie, they must find it as soon as possible. The twins return home to see Kamara's video online with several likes and comments. Dru quickly tries to delete it but finds out that her YouTube channel is being tracked. The agents from the Infinity manage to break his security code, and it's only a matter of time before they locate him. The only way to stop them is by deleting the channel permanently. They try contacting Kamara, but no one responds on the walkie-talkie. Just when they are about to leave for the tunnel to meet the kids, they bump into their Aunt Maya. She volunteered to be a parent to Zhao during his stay in Australia, which means the kid will stay at the twins' house for a few days. On the other hand, the unlisted go to retrieve the bag. A stranger calls them out for trying to steal it, but the group gets away with it. At home, the twins are stuck having dinner with their family when they have to find Kamara quickly in order to not get caught. They stall Zhao with their grandmother before coming to their room and calling the unlisted. At the same time, the group reaches the tunnel and picks up the call. By the end of it, the channel is deleted, much to Kamara's annoyance. After that, they leave to meet the unlisted kids once again. Outside, the teacher's pet and class leader Regan is spying on them. She follows them to the park and is about to catch them talking to the others. But right before, Zhao stops her by knocking her out. The kids run away, but Zhao manages to catch Dru and tell him that he is not with the Infinity Group. He also makes Regan go away by lying to her about who knocked her out. The following morning, the twins get into an argument about if they should trust the new kid. Meanwhile, Zhao is busy looking for his necklace. It turns out that his implant was wrongly placed, which caused it to fall off and make him discover that they are being controlled. He kept the implant in his necklace, which is why he hasn't been caught yet. However, when he was at the park earlier, he seemed to have dropped it. The guys call the unlisted and ask them to find the necklace because they are going to the Global Child Initiative headquarters later that day. The group dresses up as the workers in the park and hides from agents before finally finding the necklace. By now, the other three are in front of the Global Child Initiative headquarters and are about to be scanned. Dru stalls everyone by faking to vomit and meets Rose and Kamara. They hand him the necklace while he gives them a list of comments from Kamara's last post. It turns out that 16 unlisted kids around Australia were able to decipher the code. They are all alone and need the group's help. After that, Kal, Dru, and their entire class are told that they are about to compete with each other in a fun task. The group is divided into 3 teams with team leaders, Zhao, Regan, and Tim. They are tasked to complete a scavenger hunt, and the ones who complete it first will be the winner. The motive of the task is to see how they work in a group. In the middle of the game, Dru changes places with Kal and enters a vent. He spies on several rooms and finds Maya and a doctor talking about what happened in China. It turns out that several children passed out because of fever at the same time. Maya is confused about how this could happen, but her boss asks her to do only what is asked of her. A while later, Zhao's team wins and he is praised as a team leader. In a fit of rage, Regan pulls his necklace and throws it to the ground. A doctor finds it and realizes what Zhao has been doing till now. He is taken to the sickbay against his wishes to be deported back to China. Because it is also Miss Biggs's fault for being careless, she is kicked out of her job as the counselor. The twins are outside when they see medical professionals taking Zhao away in a van. His memory will probably be deleted like Tim's. Seeing things get out of hand, the brothers decide to tell Maya everything. She is beyond shocked to find out that the people she is working with are controlling and killing children. She wants to inform the authorities, but the guys stop her since they do not know who they can trust. Maya decides to continue working for the Global Child Initiative so she can help the children from inside. The next morning, an agent from the Global Child Initiative named Mr. Cunningham arrives at the Sharma residence. He informs the grandmother that Zhao's mother is sick, which is why he has been sent back to China. The man also meets the twins with an excuse of collecting Zhao's belongings. When the 3 are alone, he controls them using the implant and goes through their stuff. He also tries to open Dru's laptop but is unsuccessful. After the man leaves, Kal doesn't remember anything that happened because his memory from the morning was wiped. That day at school, Cunningham comes to their classroom for the first time, replacing Miss Biggs. He reveals that the students will be divided into different hierarchical positions, going from basic, core to the highest rank elite. Elites will get special treatment in every aspect of the projects organized by the Global Child Initiative. The Sharma twins, Regan and Tim, are named the first elites, while the others are given the rank of basics and cores. When they are outside, the students are controlled yet again. While the elites line up in the front, the others perform an endurance drill. Dru is the only one who knows what is going on among the students. Meanwhile, Rose and her friend Gemma go to an old woman's house. Gemma knows the woman because of her strange personality and obsession with old ways of living. Because of this, she owns a radio phone that she lends to them. She is also ready to help the kids without questioning what their motive is. Using the phone, the girls are able to communicate with a guy named Mac who is also unlisted. They plan to meet soon so the guy can be with a bigger group. Kal returns home that day in frustration. He wants to take the implant out with pliers, but Maya informs him that the implant is embedded in the jawbone. She also reveals that the Infinity Group is about to launch a massive search for the missing kids, which is almost impossible to avoid. Then we are introduced to Emma Ainsworth, the president of the Australian branch of the Infinity Group. She initiates the search for the missing students, hiding it as a program to look for homeless children and help them. More agents are employed to keep an eye on the city alongside drones being sent around it. It is now very dangerous for the unlisted to step outside of the hideouts. At school, the elites are told of their privileges, which sounds absurd to Dru. Kal, however, enjoys the discrimination against the students of the lower group if it means he is enjoying the privileges. During lunch, the elite gets expensive burgers while the others get disgusting street food. Chloe, who is one of the lower members, is restricted from sitting with the elites. Kal punishes her for retaliating while Dru feels bad for her. Somewhere else, the unlisted communicate with Mac and ask him to come to Sydney. He agrees because he is not far away from the city. They plan to meet in a few hours. When the time comes, Gemma and Rose take it upon themselves to meet him first. The other 2 stay hidden in case Mac is a trap set by the agents. The children at school are shown the pictures of the unlisted and asked to report to Cunningham if they make contact with any of them. After school, Dru calls out Kal for his rude behavior, but Kal doesn't care. Now that the Global Child Initiative is benefiting him, he starts to like the idea. Dru thinks the implant is causing his brother to lose his emotions and become cruel. Dru informs Jacob and Kamara about the search going on outside. This makes the duo more nervous for Rose and Gemma. Then Chloe comes to the Sharma house crying because of what Kal did at school. His grandmother teaches him a lesson for thinking he is better than others. Kal throws a pillow in anger, showcasing that his rage is heightened because of the implant. Somewhere else, Gemma and Rose spot the new kid Mag. Rose goes to talk to him, but things take a turn when a black van pulls up beside them. They are shoved inside and abducted while Gemma freezes in shock. In the following scene, Rose is in the Global Child Initiative headquarters alongside Mac. Meanwhile, in the tunnels, Kamara and Jacob panic, worried for Rose. They want to go out to look for her, but Dru stops them because it's too dangerous. Instead, he volunteers to find out where the missing ones are. Later, Maya shows the boys a picture from the headquarters where Mac and Rose are staying. Dru is worried about them, but Kal doesn't care. Dru comes to the tunnel and tells others what he knows. Gemma blames herself for what happened to Rose because she insisted on helping Mac. In a moment of panic, she runs outside, determined to bring Rose back. Dru follows her behind while the others stay hidden. In the headquarters, Ainsworth visits the children and politely asks them to reveal where the others are. When the two claim that they are the only ones left, she discloses that Rose's parents are in the other room. She promises to let Rose go with her parents if she snitches on her friends, but Rose is adamant about keeping her mouth shut. While everyone else is freaking out, Kal is with Regan enjoying the activities he gets to do as an elite. They play video games, eat free food, and get to order others around. Dru repeatedly calls Kal for help, but Kal ignores him. Eventually, Dru and Gemma reach the headquarters and meet Maya outside. They beg her to do something to help Rose. To keep the children safe, she sends them away, promising to do whatever she can. Inside, Ainsworth gives Rose's necklace to her parents and lies to them that she has still not been found. They cry over their daughter's disappearance before leaving. Rose desperately tries to call for them but is unsuccessful. Then we see Maya deliberately run into a security guard and steal his keycard. She slides it under the door where the children are locked. Rose uses the card to get out but is saddened to see her parents have already left. She and Mac try their best to escape but are eventually spotted and brought back inside. In the last scene, Ainsworth approaches Maya and asks her if she is loyal to the Global Child Initiative. When Maya affirms, she is made to perform some kind of medical procedure on Rose. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on the notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thanks for watching.